What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, your hub for the freshest NFL updates and insights. If you love what we're doing here, show us some support by hitting the like button, dropping your predictions in the comments, and subscribing to the channel. We're committed to bringing you engaging content like this on a regular basis. Every week, we bring you our predictions for the current week of the NFL season, and this week, we have Week 7, so here's who we think is gonna win. The sponsor of today's video is BetUS. If you haven't heard of BetUS, they are one of the leading platforms for online betting, offering a wide range of sports betting and casino games. They have an incredible variety of betting options on a ton of different sports. You can do so much on BetUS, including pregame bets, parlays, live bets, and player prop bets. BetUS is offering a 125% sign-up bonus when you click the link in the description. For any questions, check out any of the BetUS customer support options through live chat, email, and phone support. So visit BetUS, sign up using the link in the description, and start betting on your favorite sports and games. The Saints are coming off a bad loss to Houston and will be looking to rebound against the Jaguars. The Jags had a big win over the Colts and now have won their last 3 straight games. Trevor Lawrence has been playing well, but he tweaked his knee during last week's game, and his status for Thursday night is uncertain. Whether he plays or not, I still like the Saints defense to have a big night and come out with the W. Saints win 21-17. Both of these NFC South rivals are coming off losses in Week 6, and the race for the division remains very close. A win for either team this week would go a long way towards determining who's locking up a playoff spot at the end of the season. The Bucs defense has been solid, and on top of that, Falcons quarterback Desmond Ridder has yet to record a road win as an NFL starter. I like the Bucs to come out on top in a close, low-scoring game. Bucs win 17-14. This might be a battle between backup quarterbacks, as both Justin Fields and Jimmy Garoppolo left their games last week with injuries. The Bears' struggles continued against the Vikings in Week 6, and without Fields in this next matchup, their offense will be more limited than it already was. The Raiders' defense is below average, but they should have no problem handling the Bears' offense led by a backup quarterback. Raiders win 24-14. The Browns upset the undefeated 49ers and handed them their first loss of the season. It might have been thanks to a Niners missed field goal, but the Browns got the job done and did it without quarterback Deshaun Watson. The Browns are hopeful that Watson will return this week, and it would be a favorable matchup for him against a Colts defense that got decimated by the Jags a week ago. Browns get the W on the road, 23-16. The Lions are 5-1 and now have the same record as both the Eagles and 49ers. No more undefeated teams remain in the NFL, and the Lions have cemented themselves as one of the best teams in football. On the flip side, the Ravens are coming off a win of their own and will be looking to make a statement against this talented Detroit team. The Ravens play well at home, but I think the Lions are a more complete football team at the moment. I like them to get a huge win on the road. Lions get the W, 27-21. The New England Patriots continued to look like a shell of their former selves and are sitting at 1-5 after losing to the Raiders last week. Now they have to play the Buffalo Bills, who narrowly beat the Giants in a crazy game on Sunday night. But don't let this poor performance against New York fool you. The Bills will be out for blood when it comes to sticking it to their division rivals. Bill Belichick does tend to play his division opponents closely, but the chances of this current Pats team beating the Bills are slim to none. Bills win 31-16. The Giants were very close to upsetting the Buffalo Bills last week, but ultimately fell short. Some blame the refs, while others blame Brian Daboll's poor coaching decisions. Either way, the Giants are a long way from looking like a competitive team. The Commanders are average at best, but they should be able to beat the Giants, especially if Daniel Jones misses more time. Washington wins 21-17. The Seahawks dropped the ball against a struggling Bengals team last week and were unable to come out with the W. This week, they're back home and are set to take on the 1-5 Cardinals, who have lost 3 straight. Most recently, the Cardinals got blown out 26-9 by the Rams and looked flat on both sides of the ball. I definitely don't like the Cardinals to win this week, but I like them to keep it close and cover the spread against their division rivals. Seahawks get the dub 20-14. The Steelers are coming off a bye week and are set to take on the 3-3 Rams, who have won 2 of their last 3 games. The Rams are an interesting team in 2023. At times, they look dominant, but they often look the opposite. They're inconsistent, to say the least. Now, with the Steelers fresh and well-rested after the bye, Matt Stafford and the Rams offense will have to deal with the challenge of TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh D, a challenge that I don't think they'll be able to overcome. Steelers get the W, 23-20. The Chargers were unable to beat the Cowboys during Week 6 Monday Night Football matchup and are now sitting at 2-3 on the year after already having their bye week. The Chiefs are cruising along through another impressive season and are currently 5-1. Mahomes and the Chiefs have beaten the Chargers in 3 out of their last 4 matchups, and I expect them to continue this trend once again this time around. The Charger offense is not the high-scoring point machine that we're used to, and while the Chiefs' season has been similar, they are the better team on pretty much every level and should get the W. Chiefs win 30-25. The Packers just had their bye week and will be fresh and ready to go against the Broncos, who just lost to the Chiefs on Thursday night. Both teams will be well rested heading into this Week 7 matchup, and this should be a pretty close contest. Before the Packers' bye week, Jordan Love had the worst performance of his career, throwing 3 interceptions and losing to the Raiders. On the flip side, the Broncos are reeling from 2 losses in a row and are in the midst of a nightmare season. Lots of question marks remain around quarterback Russell Wilson and new head coach Sean Payton. The Packers are just 1-point favorites, but I like them to get a nice bounce-back win against an inferior Broncos team. Packers win 19-14. The league's most exciting offense is going head-to-head with one of the league's best defenses in what should be a great matchup. The Eagles are coming off a huge upset loss to the Jets, a loss in which Jalen Hurts turned the ball over more times than he found the end zone. He'll be given a good opportunity to make up for it this week against an average Miami defense, but it's the Philly defense that we need to keep an eye on. Will they be able to contain Tua and the Dolphins' historic offense? It will be a tall task, but after losing to the Jets in upset fashion, the Eagles will be angry and ready to get a win at home. Eagles win 31-28. The 49ers' unbeaten streak came to an end last week at the hands of the Cleveland Browns, and they'll be chomping at the bit to get a win against the 2-4 Vikings, who have been a massive disappointment in 2023. The Vikings managed to get a win last week without their star wide receiver Justin Jefferson, but it was a rather unimpressive performance against the Bears, who are one of the worst teams in football. The Niners are banged up in terms of injuries, but they should still make light work of the Vikings, who are struggling to find their identity. Niners win 24-16. Make sure to drop a comment letting us know what you think we got right or wrong in our predictions, and stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, leave a comment. Thank you for being a part of our Touchdown Kingdom family, and we'll see you in the next one.